Hey guys, so alright, this is something I want to start doing daily and just for myself, really. Part of it is just like I want to get used to being on camera, and I guess I'll just be taking you through my daily life. Nothing too special, just what I'm going through. Today, what I have going on, woke up kind of late today, sad about that, but you know, it is what it is. It's daylight savings, so we pushed forward an hour, I believe, so so we pushed forward an hour, and basically what I'm doing today is just gotta go to work, gonna eat some food, go to work. I drive Uber for work, so yeah, won't really be taking you through my Uber rides, but if there's breaks, I'll probably do some talking, maybe decompress some of the stuff that I talked about with passengers, keep everything anonymous though. And then, yeah, if there's something that I feel like I want to get off my chest or my mind, then try to talk about that in between if there's slow times. Then going to church today, and then after church, probably gonna decompress a little bit of the homily. I don't mean to get religious or anything like that, but just decompress what they talked about and think about it, and then drive home, eat some dinner, and go to the gym. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I said this before, but the main reason that I want to do this is just to get comfortable on camera. I'm pursuing acting out here in California, and I kind of want to do this as well as a way to kind of keep myself accountable for things that I do, and I can just like look back and see if I did the things I wanted to accomplish in a day, and if I didn't, then you know, it is what it is, but I take it as a learning experience. So yeah, just take you through my daily life. It's not going to be the most entertaining stuff, but it's more for me, you know. And if you're out here willing to watch, then I appreciate you and I love you very much, and thank you for your support. So that's it, and let's take you through the day. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna make some breakfast. Let's see. Not really doing anything big. Recently been trying to eat better, I guess. I wouldn't really say healthier, but better, in a way. So right now it's a Lenten season for people who are like Catholic or Christian. And what I gave up for Lent is I gave up fast food. Struggled with that in the first week, but even though, so I ordered Domino's like a week ago and had this whole debate with like my cousin and my roommate, and talked about, you know, how like Domino's isn't fast food, but I was making excuses for myself. Domino's is fast food. So so trying to eat healthier, trying to eat better, but basically just like cutting out fast food for Lent. So recently bought groceries again. It's been a while since I bought groceries. I've been eating a lot of like fast food and eating a lot out and spending way too much money on that. So just try to cut back, save a little bit more, and eat healthier. So cool. I'm gonna eat myself some oatmeal, some bananas, and then I'll make myself like a sandwich real quick. So right, like a turkey and provolone sandwich, nothing crazy. Honestly, it's probably not like the healthiest diet to have, but I'm working on it. It's all a process. So this whole thing, like, by the way, like, I don't know if there's gonna be progression or no progression or anything like that, but this is just like just for me, really. There's no goal with these, which kind of sounds weird. And I'm trying to just make more of a habit of trying to keep better daily habits instead of like aiming for goals, because I feel like usually when I aim for goals, this is just me personally, I feel like usually when I aim for goals, once I achieve that goal, it kind of like I just chill out afterwards. So I'm more of just trying to create good habits and hold myself accountable. So yeah, all right, so let's make some food. Cool. Oatmeal, turkey provolone, banana, ice water. Those are the 4 elements the Avatar needed to save the world. Cool. So, just eating lunch, I guess, since it's like 12 o'clock. Really late start to the day, but it is Sunday, so Sunday is Sunday. I feel like I live too much in the past and also live too much in the future, but I have trouble living in the present. I feel like that gives me trouble sometimes mentally, being with myself, and I don't know why I do that too much. I feel like I give a lot of people advice sometimes, you know, and sometimes I give advice to, like, you know, just live in the present. I mean, I'm really trying to work hard on living in the present, especially since I've been taking improv classes over at Second City Hollywood, and one of the things you have to do is, like, you have to live in the present. Like, you can plan things beforehand, right? Let's say you're doing a scene, right? You're doing a scene, an improv scene, right? And you have this idea, right? But let's say someone goes first in the scene before you do, right? You have this idea, right? And they give you this idea for what was in their head, right? You're not going to reject what they said and go with your idea, because that's just it's not cool. First of all, for your scene partner, and also it's not productive for a scene as well. So the whole concept is to yes and stuff, right? So if someone gives you a suggestion, you need to listen, right? And if you're listening, you can build off of that idea. However, if you have this pre-planned idea, right, and someone gives you an offer first, and you're not listening, and you go with your own idea, it's just going to be a mess. So you really need to live in the present, in terms of improv and acting, as well as life, which is something I'm trying to do. And if you live in the future when you're doing improv acting, like you're trying to predict, right? Let's say you're trying to predict what your scene partner is going to do, right? And that's cool and all. It's good to, like, think critically, right? But there's a difference between thinking critically and just predicting and not listening. Because if you're predicting but you're not listening to what's happening, there could be a turn in the scene where you didn't expect it to go, but because you weren't listening, you're already predicting what's going to happen next, and it's not going to make sense with the flow if the scene decides to take a shift, right? It's kind of like life, right? Life's a little bit messy, and you can do your best to plan everything beforehand to predict disasters in the future, so that you can reduce the sort of risk you put yourself into. But sometimes life is just messy like that, and you need to do your best to live in the present, because if you're living too much in the future, you're going to be too afraid of doing something, or you're not going to be listening to what people are saying to you right now in the present. And also, if you're living in the past, then you're not going to be able to, again, hear what people are saying to you in the present, and you're going to be too much in your head, and you're also going to be in fear of, you know, the things that gave you trouble in the past. So I'm really trying hard to work on living in the present, and that's probably one of the other reasons why I'm doing this, because doing this will keep me in the present. Because if I talk about stuff in the past, or I talk about stuff in the future, like, hey, you guys aren't gonna relate to it. I mean, even me looking back at it, I mean, it's cool to set up goals, right? Goals are great. Goals are what drive us. But trying to predict every single event that happens before that goal, like, it's tough. So, yeah. So, I'm out here trying to chase my goals, but trying to live in the future when I'm not there yet. That's what I guess I'm trying to prevent myself from doing. So, it's gonna be a journey. I don't have to be washing the dishes. We have a dishwasher, but growing up, we never used the dishwasher unless we had like a party at our house, and there were like a ton of dishes. But even then, like even after parties, like if we had guests sleeping over the house, like we would all like work together to clean the house afterwards. People would be clean, like, you know, throwing away garbage around the house. Someone would be washing the dishes, someone would be wiping, people would be storing the food, throwing away the garbage outside of the house, you know? Like, it was like a team effort for everyone to like help clean up the house. So even then, we didn't really use the dishwasher too much. So like, I don't know, I just feel more comfortable washing my dishes rather than using a dishwasher. And that's just how I personally feel. So, even though it takes more time, you know, it is what it is. And I'll probably be saying that a lot. It is what it is, you know? Yeah. I gotta take a poop. Feeling it coming on. Wash your hands for 20 seconds, right? 20-second wash. Supposed to like sing a song when you do that? The alphabet, I think, something like that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Cool. I don't know if that was 20 seconds, but this kind of feels like 20 seconds. Hands washed, sanitized. We gotta stay safe. Not just from the coronavirus. I know that's a very relevant thing going on right now, but just in general, we need to be good about our hygiene, because there's going to be more diseases in the future, you know? So, instead of waiting for them to come, just protect yourself now. What up, guys? Okay, so just did a few rides with Uber. There's a little break right now before my next ride, and yeah, it's been interesting. Only had one conversation so far with someone, but it was a very insightful conversation. They were talking about how they had left their car over at a restaurant because they had a few drinks and they didn't want to risk a DUI or anything like that. And I really respect that a lot, because it's a very important thing to, you know, not drive under the influence. And he was telling me about like the penalties that there are out here in California, and I need to look them up, because I mean, I believe him for sure. I mean, regardless, even if, you know, there are smaller penalties, you still shouldn't be drinking and driving, or smoking and driving, whatever. Driving under the influence, you know, any sort of influence, you shouldn't be driving under. Just to be more aware of like in case you do or a friend does, like to know the repercussions that are going to happen if you decide to do something that, like that. Yo, I'm in like so much pain right now. I just did an hour-long drive and I had to pee before doing the ride, and like, bro, I've never held my pee for that long. I think, God, I almost fainted. Like, jeez, I was in so much pain. I don't know how people do that, but relieved myself. We're good now. About to head to church, and yeah, had an interesting conversation with somebody about Boston Marathon and running and stuff like that. Also about like visiting family and the importance of visiting family. So especially when you live away, it's like the older you get, you don't realize how much time you have with the ones you love. So, even if it's costly, it's important to take the time to see those people. Whether it's family or friends, just the people you care about, because life's only so long. So yeah, I thought that was a really interesting conversation. So yeah, all right, gonna head to church, and yeah. So here at church, about to go in, just called my mom and talk to her. Do a weekly call. So every Sunday I call my mom and my dad if he's not working. And just give them a weekly update on my life, and we just talk about stuff. Oh yeah, so earlier I talked to one of my passengers. I need to look up more details on this, but apparently North Korea had launched like 3 unidentified projectiles reported by South Korea, so that's pretty interesting stuff. Maybe I'll talk about it later, maybe not, but whether I do or whether I don't, I'll put a link here to an article that you can read just to stay updated on that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Kind of alarming, depending on, just alarming in general. Yeah, because that's some scary stuff. So yeah. Other than that, talk to my mom. Mom's very cautious about the coronavirus right now. There's a case that broke out in my hometown, apparently. And so she's like especially aware of the situations and stuff and keeping me updated. Really sad that there's low supplies for general supplies in these grocery stores now, like toilet paper and things, because I poop a lot, so it's kind of sad. But people do what they gotta do to stay safe. So yeah, everyone make sure you wash your hands 20 seconds and just keep your general hygiene up. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go to church now. Peace. Yo, so just finished up with church. Pretty interesting. Today they talked about listening in the homily, and that's kind of like what the readings were about. They're about listening, it's kind of like what I was talking about earlier, how in order to be in the present, you need to listen, right? Whatever you decide to believe in, I'm not trying to push anyone's belief over anyone else's beliefs, because there's a reason why people believe in what they want to believe in, right? And there's a reason for why I believe in what I believe in, and there's a reason why you believe in what you believe in, and whatever that reason is, I'm happy for you, and as long as you know that reason, that's all that matters. Listening is pretty important, because whatever energy you decide to put out there in the world, there's always something that returns that energy. Maybe it's not in the most direct way, and sometimes it's harder to see for some people, and in certain situations sometimes it's harder to see that response, but if you listen hard enough, there is an answer to your energy, and just try to stay in the present as much as possible, because the more present you are, then the more grounded you are to what's happening in the world around you, and the more grounded you are, then the more understanding you can have of the situations and the surroundings that you have in your vicinity. So yeah, listen. Whether it's you're listening to nature, listening to your faith, whatever faith it is, listening to yourself, listening to your loved ones, or listening to situations around you, just listen. Be in the present, be here. Because if you're not here, you might miss an opportunity that's become present to you. So, yeah. Cool. That's it. Just gonna Uber my way home and grab some dinner. Either grab some dinner and then go to the gym, or go to the gym and then grab some dinner. Either way, that's basically the rest of the events I have going on tonight. Cool. Peace.
I'm so nervous.
What up? That's my roommate, JV,
What's up?
the homie. If you've watched my mukbang, he's in it. So
I love breasts.
he's cooking, massaging them breasts.
I love massaging breasts.
Jesus Christ, God. And then he's got some gamer people on the TV. It's cool.
Offline TV.
Yeah, offline TV. Cool. Got some mupa thai. It's good. It's really fucking bomb. Highly recommend if you're in Long Beach, Anaheim Street. Get it. Get it. Get it, get it, get it.
Get it.
Yeah. JV's out here cooking food, and he's being healthy, whereas myself, I'm trying to be better about it, but I'm so lazy. So you're a rock star.
You are a rock star.
No, no.
Get your game on.
Go play.
Yeah.
No. But bought food for dinner because I only have breakfast food. So
You do?
I
I'm like, oh.
only bought groceries for breakfast and lunch, and it's mainly because like I don't know when I'm gonna be home. So it's like I usually plan on buying dinner. So yeah. You going to the gym tonight?
We'll see how when I finish. But yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're cooking.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I want to.
Yo, you were at the gym so late last night.
Yeah, I finished it too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, it's daylight savings time.
So it was 3.
So it's 3. And I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah. I saw your snap when I woke up, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
I'm like,
It hit me late though. I was like, yo, he was at the gym for like 3 hours? What the hell was he doing?
2 hours.
No.
Technically, I was at the gym at like 12:15.
Okay. So you just left when I got home from the gym.
Oh, okay.
'Cause I got home from the gym at like 12:30. So.
What did you do?
I did chest and back. Yeah. Yo, my chest is so sore today.
Nice.
I was trying to fucking zip my pants,
Yeah.
and I couldn't like put my arms together like and squeeze my chest because it was so sore right in the center. It's like, jeez. I couldn't do my higher weight sets,
Oh,
sadly.
I mean, it's okay.
I mean, that's normal.
That's normal. For
Yeah.
being in the gym.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't go down by too much. So. Oh, that was bomb. Cool. That's me eating food again. There's literally like no concept to any of this. So it's like, it's weird because usually I have like a game plan going through these vlogs,
Yeah.
but I have no game plan for any of this stuff. I'm just kind of like doing it off the dome, and it's weird.
Doing off the dome, off the freestyling.
Yeah.
Just
You're...
because I'm vlogging.
Okay, yo. Thought you were gonna go more, man. Thought you had the flow inside of you.
No.
Yeah.
I'm too nervous.
I'm too nervous.
Too nervous.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yo, Aerrol twins. Yo, you see this video? Yo.
Yo, he can cook. Yo, look at him chopping up the fucking peppers for you, Meryl twins. Oh God.
I'm gonna.
Cringe.
My eyes.
Cringe.
I'm so red.
Oh, like your peppers. Yeah, I'm also trying to get more comfortable on camera, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing this. Because like I'm way too self-conscious on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be more like, stop caring about the way you look. You're not that ugly. You're just a little ugly.
No, you're not.
That's
If a gay, hot ass 50-year-old man says you're
Oh
handsome as fuck.
God.
you're
Yeah.
handsome.
Yeah. Man. I appreciate the compliments.
Now, if only it was like a hot ass female.
Hey man. One day. One day. Cool. Alright, that's it for this segment. And then yeah. Gonna go to the gym and then yeah, talk to you guys after the gym and kind of close out my day. Peace. Yeah. Alright, so just finished my workout. This is the second day back after like a 2 to 3 week hiatus, and yeah, I'm dying, man. Honestly, since I've done legs, it's been like, I want to say about almost 2 months since I've done legs, because I've been substituting legs with dancing. But yeah, no, doing legs again is killer. So I am exhausted. My maxes are not up to what they need to be. So yeah, I need to fix that up. So yeah, when I get back home, I'll talk a little bit more about my workout. But yeah, that's it. Day 2. Got a lifetime to go. Yo, it's hot. So also just kind of want to see the progress of my body, shirtless. So yeah, this is me. Work in progress. Yeah. Usually really camera shy about this stuff, just because I'm not, you know, it's like everybody else, right? Just like a little bit of self-conscious of your body, but I'm trying to be better about it, and just trying to be a little bit more self-conscious, or a little less self-conscious about the way I look. I'm trying to be a little bit more comfortable in my skin, and also see the progress I make with working out. So yeah, it's been a 2-week hiatus, like I said, and yeah, from legs and shoulders, it's been like about like 2 months almost for legs and shoulders. So I'm like pretty freaking dead. Yeah, couldn't squat as much as I usually do, couldn't do anything as much as I usually do, but that's normal when you haven't worked out. But it sucks because, well, you know what you can do, and it's a trouble. It's been a problem for me since like basically post high school, because like I used to be like an athlete, I guess. In high school I ran track and cross country, and haven't really kept up too much with fitness since high school, since graduating. College I like worked out freshman year, and that was like okay, but then kind of like fell off the rails and started drinking a lot, and ended up almost being close to 200 pounds. Not exactly there, but in like about like 190-ish by the time I graduated from college, and even post college, like for the first year after college. Yeah, so wasn't really being too good to my body. A lot of beer, and then a lot of not working out. Yeah.
with some of my friends, we've been trying to run. I did like a couple 5Ks last year, and definitely not at all close to what I used to be, and that's like a big mental thing to get over, because obviously since I haven't been practicing, I'm never going to be like what you used to be. So just got to keep it up and try not to compare yourself to the past too much, because if you do, you're just going to feel really shitty about yourself and kind of not want to work out. So just work on, see the progress that you're making level by level, day by day. So yeah, day 2. So what did I do? I did legs and shoulders, and so for legs I did squats. I did what's it called? Oh man, blanking on the name. Like the calf things when you're sitting on the thing and your legs are going like this. Yeah. And then I did reverse dumbbell lunges. And then for my shoulders, I did the the shoulder press. I guess that's what it's called, shoulder press, like that, dumbbell shoulder press. And then I did dumbbell lateral raises, and I did dumbbell front raises. Ooh, fist. Yeah. And then I did like a little ab circuit. So for abs, I did rollover crunches and reverse crunches, and then after that I did heel taps, and then I did what's it called, side plank dips. So it was a tough workout, sweated a lot, but yeah, got my post meal. Here is me, by the way. Cool, that's it. Yeah, progress. Let's work on it. Got my little peanut butter scoops, some water and some milk. Yeah, that's about it for the post-workout snack. All right, signing off for today. Just want to decompress. I'm using the word decompress a lot, I don't know why. By the way, I wear glasses, in case you didn't know. Usually don't wear them out too much. I'm kind of self-conscious with them, not gonna lie. For a multitude of reasons. But, you know, it's just very childish of why. I mean, I got my glasses back in like, I think it was 3rd grade. And I remember there was the girl in class that told me that I looked like a clown or something like that, and really reduced my confidence with wearing glasses. And then I remember in 5th grade, my 5th grade like teacher, I guess like homeroom teacher, or like just like the main teacher, I forgot, but it's like my main teacher in 5th grade. Didn't really like switch teachers too much except for like math. But my main teacher, she yelled at me for not wearing my glasses and calling me out on that. And like, it's not like I was doing bad in class because of my glasses, but I think she called on me to read something on the board, but I couldn't read it from where I was. And then she asked me if I had glasses, and I said yes. And she said, "Why aren't you wearing them?" And I said something like, "Oh, because I don't like the way I look in them." And she started yelling at me to wear them and stuff. And I think I started crying. That was like super embarrassing back in 5th grade. And then, yeah, wasn't really too confident with them. Man, just given the whole like life breakdown. Yeah, like in high school, I remember, it's probably not because of my glasses, yeah, but part of me blamed it on my glasses, but I remember like in like 9th grade, one of my family friends was trying to like hook me up, or not really hook, we were like joking around, but you know, at the time I like didn't take jokes too well, but she was trying to like set me up with like her friends, and she's like, "Oh, would you go out with Aerrol? Would you go out with Aerrol?" And then I remember there was one of her friends who was like, "No, he's ugly," and then that like really shot down my confidence for like the rest of my life. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I looked very different before, but yeah, so I look, you know, I don't look like what I used to look like, but man, that's one of the reasons why I'm very self-conscious on camera. One of the other reasons why I don't like my glasses. So I'm really trying to get better at all this and trying to, you know, be more comfortable with myself, because those are like some inner demons I've been fighting for, you know, a good amount of my life. But yeah, so basically did everything I wanted to do today. You know, I'm really sad that I started my day late and finishing my night late. I still need to edit this video and I'm gonna upload it, so it's gonna be a late night. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'm just gonna keep on doing this every day. You know, I tried a lot of different types of things to keep me accountable for stuff, like writing in a journal, putting up like sticky notes on my wall, having like my own personal calendar, but for some reason I always kind of like fell off the board with those. So this is a new method I'm trying, and hopefully I'll stick with it. And if I don't, I mean, you know, you could be hard on me. That's a nice little motivator as well. But yeah, try my best to live in the present. So yeah, love you guys, and good night. Peace.